Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to your playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is the join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, the fight for the presidency of the Patriotic Front continues, and Mao Sampa celebrates because the judge has thrown out the case that was appealed by other PF candidates, Munduwile and others who are presidential candidates, to say the convention that Mao Sampa had held at Lungu was illegal because they had not participated. So this was the Lusaka High Court Judge Vincent Siloka dismisses PF case. The Lusaka High Court Judge, Honorable Vincent Siloka, has dismissed a case in which Patriotic Front presidential candidates challenged the illegal extraordinary general conference held by expelled material member of parliament Mao Sampa. So that's the one that Mao Sampa was celebrating there. The PF camp for Edgar Lungu has suffered a blow in that case. What is the former head of state, former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, was on BBC this morning, and he had a lot to say. So he has posted the interview that he had. He says, fellow citizens, this morning I had the privilege of being hosted by the British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, on the News Daily Breakfast radio show, where I discussed a number of pertinent issues. And then he shares the link. In fact, he shares the audio exactly of that particular interview. So some extracts from this particular interview are these. I'm virtually under house arrest. Former President Edgar has cried to BBC. This was posted by Kalemba, an extract from that interview that Edgar Lungu had with the BBC. So he simply says he's experiencing the nation right now is as of one who's under house arrest. Wherever he goes, he's being forward. They want to charge me with treason. Former President Edgar Lungu has told the BBC, saying he is ready to be arrested. So he says part of the call out that is likely to receive from police is based off treason charges that is likely to face. He says Edgar Lungu has complained to the BBC that the government has withdrawn all his entitlements as former Republican president, including a chef. So he says everything that is entitled to a former head of state no longer has those privileges. And then some of the opposition leaders decided to hold a press briefing in solidarity with Edgar Lungu. So Sean Tembo was part of that particular meeting. Press briefing concerns stakeholders on the continued harassment of 6th President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Don't mind those dogs in the background. We have a number of dogs here. So when they see someone, they get excited. So if you hear barking in the background, those are my dogs. What is the Catholic bishops have finally written a letter in response to what had happened to a bishop in Chagwa, who was visited by Edgar Lungu. So they've issued a pastoral letter to the president. So that's the letter. And then let me just read you what they've said. So, Your Excellency, addressed to the head of state, the Zambia Conference of Catholic Bishops, dishonorable conduct of state police towards the bishop and former head of state. We, the members of the Zambia Conference of Catholic Bishops, write to Your Excellency to register our deep displeasure concerning the conduct of state police officers towards the Bishop of Chagwa, Reverend Clement Mulenga, and the former head of state Edgar Chagwa Lungu, which happened on Friday, 17th May 2024, when the former head of state paid the courtesy call on the bishop. Your Excellency, the conference would like to state categorically that the incident in question was incredibly scandalous and intimidating. It was a serious invasion of the bishop's privacy, which was unwarranted in any way. So they go further to write that, addressing to the head of state, saying, we open door policy to anyone that wants to vent whether they need any sort of help. So President Lungu is not different from that. And then that police officer, obviously, he continues to be a meme. This is the police officer that was instructed to go and carry out that order. What is if you remember yesterday, there was a back and forth between Shalakateka and the police IG with regard to the Mandevu mass rally that is slated for Saturday 1st June, 10 a.m. So the police said if that rally happens, anyone that is likely to be involved will be arrested. And Shalakateka says we're going ahead. And this is what part of what the statement said. Mandevu rally will go on. We have taken note that the threats to arrest are attributed to the police spokesperson, Mr. Ray Amonga, over the Mandevu rally, and then they put the date there. We wish to make it crystal clear to Mr. Musamba, that's the police inspector general, on police command, that the protection of our constitutional rights and freedoms are worth being arrested for. Democracy is worth making the sacrifice, and for the sake of all Zambians, the Mandevu rally will go ahead. Shalakateka, New Heritage Party president. So she's put her foot down. She's saying if it means getting arrested, so be it. The rally is taking place. And Hari Karawa has reposted that, even liked that particular post. And a number of UNCA associates. What is making the news in the Daily Nation? Catholics bishops protest to Hakainde Hichilema. So obviously it's pretty much an extract from that letter that the bishops have written to the head of state, making it clear. This is in the News Diggers. Catholic bishops reproach Hakainde Hichilema police must respect our autonomy. That's part of the extract from the letter that was written to the head of state. So it was expected that the bishops will write to that. And then obviously this is in the mass newspaper. You are killing the people. Our economy is totally on fire. That's Moyo in the mass newspaper. So these are some of the headlines that are making the news today. Lungu's conduct does not befit one of that governed the country, argues Siatubu. So different sides of the coin chipping in. We can arrest Lungu through his ADC, that is the IG. So earlier on, you must have listened to where I said President Lungu was complaining to say they've withdrawn all stuff. So it seems like that ADC that is still with him is still under government payroll for the IG to say we can still arrest him through. So the ADC is pretty much the bodyguard, that bodyguard that is with former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. So the IG says if it means arresting him, we can even use his bodyguard because it's still under government payroll or something of that nature. So it seems not everyone has been withdrawn from the former head of state. Well, that's the news of this Friday. Have a lovely weekend, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube channel. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, you click on the notifications to get the notifications of every video that I upload. I try to upload every week, sometimes every day of the week, but definitely each week you expect a video. So make sure you click on the subscribe, like this video, and there's much